Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another 2K23 roster update guide. Now, of course, as the end of the year is nearing, of course, one of the main things if you do hop on 2K23 is it says time to say goodbye. December 31st, 2024 will be the last day that all the servers will be shut down. Online games, modes, other features will no longer be available. So that goes for rosters as well. So if you want a new roster, if you still plan on playing 2K23 for a little bit longer, I don't know if you're waiting for the Black Friday sales, because I know I currently am. I'm going to see how low they do get in certain places to see where I would like to buy it from, whether or not I stick on PS5 or move over to PC, since there is cross-platform sharing now for both 2K and Madden, which is very, very nice, and it allows the PC modding community to do a very good job on the rosters now. That will open up a lot of things for me. But for now, this is the 2K23 roster update. This is for PS5 only. Sorry for anybody else that is not on PS5. 2K24, they moved over to cross-platform sharing, and it sounds like, I don't know, I haven't bought 2K25, but it sounds like there is cross-platform sharing even with PC, as well as Xbox and PlayStation now on 2K25. But 2K23, there was no cross-platform sharing. 2K24 was Xbox and PS4. Well, not PS4, PS5. So let's get into things. First and foremost, you will want to head over to the Features tab and then go to Create Roster, Modern NBA Current, User Created Roster, and then you will want to scroll over to not My Files. I don't know what I'm doing. You will want to push triangle on your controller and search by Online ID. Now, of course, it is Green Machine Sam. There's no special characters, there's no capitalization needed, and there are no spaces inside my name. It is just Green Machine Sam. You should see it below the little keyboard right here in bigger font so that you guys can see it a little bit better. It is GREENMACHINESAM. Green Machine Sam is the name, and it should pop up all the rosters once you hit your done and search for the online ID. Now, of course, the top 4 rosters are going to be what you want. Now, none of them are different or changed in any way or any particular reason. You can download whichever one you want, whichever name you prefer. Just download one of the top 4 rosters, and you will have the most up-to-date rosters. Now, of course, I do want to state one thing. Of course, there is some limitations to the roster. There's not as much limitations as EA implements on their games, but there are some limitations to the roster, right? With the changes in badges every single year, and especially with the changes in between 2Ks, there's a lot of changes to be made and a lot of stuff that I can't really get. Of course, I can't get different hairstyles on some people that have newer hairstyles. Now, of course, if they're going back to an older hairstyle, I can definitely get them that, but I can't get them their most realistic new look, right? But we do have the rookies. We have everybody's contract and ages up to date, as well as overalls. Ages, by the way, if you have a November birthday, if somebody has a November birthday, they already have been progressed. I know it's only November 22nd, but I'm just I auto progress by month because I think that's the best way to do it. Because then I'm not going to auto progress somebody too much or not progress somebody that was supposed to be progressed by skipping out on a date or something like that. But like I said, overalls, contracts, jersey numbers, all that fun stuff is up to date. Now, of course, positions are more subjective, especially in a positionless NBA that we are in currently. So sometimes I just go by the top 5 best players more than likely that you can try to fit on a court, right? They have to kind of fit as well. Right? If Drummond was still like an 85 overall center, I'm not going to put him and fucking Embiid out there. I just don't think that would work, just with the perimeter defense and stuff like that. But with a guy like Jared McCain, who is a little bit shorter but can score the ball pretty well, we are going to put him out there at that 2 guard and take over for Kelly Oubre, kick Kelly Oubre to the bench. I think he would create a good second unit with Lowry, Drummond, Martin, and possibly even Gordon. But still, like I said, overalls, contracts, ages have all been progressed. So you are in the correct situation. You have the correct overalls, correct jersey numbers, correct contracts, all that fun stuff. Like I said, positions are subjective, so you'll see some players at different positions like Zach LaVine, as well as other guys like Josh Giddey and Ayo. Those guys play the 1 guard sometimes. They're going to be listed as 2 guards. So you'll see a lot of that with some players. Just trying to get, a good starting 5 out there or getting a good lineup going is definitely the possibility, right? But still, it looks like a good roster. If you want to play with it, it's very simple and easy. I should have videos down in the description basically showing you how to play with the roster and how to load it into a My Airs if you need that. But still, it looks like it is a good roster, right? Especially if you're still playing on 2K23, which I know I prefer 2K23 over 2K24. 2K24 is one of my least played 2Ks. So, but it's still a good roster, right? You're going to be able to play with it. You're probably going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to have a lot of fun time. Now, of course, in my era, some players won't be as well regarded, some of the creative players, because it's not a real 2K by 2K's eyes. But still, it still adds a very good, it's still a good roster, right? That's besides the fact. It's a good roster. You're still going to be able to play with it. You're still going to be able to have fun with it. Now, of course, there are some teams that have dealt with the injury bug, or even have 18 players on their roster, 3 two-ways and 15 regular contracts. I cannot do that because 2K23 back in, 2K in 2023, you were only allowed to have 2 two-ways and 15 regular contracts and stuff like that, and I can't do hardship contracts either. So there are going to be some rosters that are missing a couple players here and there. They're mainly guys that I just didn't bother creating because they are such low overalls, or because they're just not, because, they might get bounced back and forth between two-way contracts and G League contracts and all that fun stuff. So they're not super important to the overall roster themselves. I'm not saying they're not good players. I'm not saying they're not important. They're just not as important as some of these other players. Like I said, very good roster. You can hop in right away, play my eras, and it will be fun for you. You'll be able to have fun. You'll be able to enjoy the game with the couple months that we have left. Well, the month and a half that we have left, really. But I will say, remember, if this is after December 31st of 2024, if this is January 1st or beyond of 2025, you cannot no longer get this roster. I'm sorry to anybody that will see this video afterwards. I know I'll have probably 2 more roster updates to go out. I'll probably do one the second week of December, and then I'll do one reminder roster update right around Christmas time so that you guys can be prepared for that and hopefully be able to get that going the correct direction and ultimately in to your save file so that you guys will have that. And of course, after that, I won't be updating the roster because I won't be able to share it with you guys. Now, unfortunately, there's not going to be a whole ton of changes after this, right? It's mainly going to be overalls and ages over the next month and a half. Nothing too crazy is probably going to happen with the roster. It kind of is where it is at this point. But hopefully you guys do find enjoyment out of this roster. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video or any of the videos here on my channel, I would appreciate if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I have more videos like this. I have a 2K24 roster update video that should be coming out tomorrow. I still have Georgia Southern Dynasty coming out. I still have other stuff. I do have a couple videos in mind that I do want to get creative on. But with that being said, like I said, I do appreciate the support you guys have shown the channel over the last couple months. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.